Okay, so let's move on to the next trade now. This is a live trade in the market with broker execution. Watch carefully to see exactly how I put on, manage, and exit a real live trade. Here's trade 2. Okay, here we've got Australian dollar against the US dollar on the 5-minute chart. As you can see here, we've got price trending up. We've got the MAs all lining up now, all trending up. And what we have here is a strategy 2 trade, A to B, B to C, C going down to D. We can see that the C retracement is higher than the 50% mark. So it's a valid play, and it's obviously less than the 90% mark. So what we want to do is we want to enter at the D point to go long. So we're agreeing with the trend of the chart. Now over the longer term trend, we do have a downtrend, but we are starting to see higher lows appear now. So you have one higher low here. And so our trend could be, a new trend could be emerging. So in terms of the longer term trend, if we do look even at the daily, we are on a downtrend here. On the 4-hour, we're on a uptrend. So we've got a few mixed signals on the longer term trend, but we got to really see this as it is on the 5-minute chart there and then. So even though it may be slightly higher risk, well, we're going to be taking this trade because we are agreeing with the trend on this chart. So let's see where we need to enter. So if we look at the high here is 0.8596. The B point is 0.8576. That gives 20 pips. So 96 to 76, 20 pips. The C point here is 0.8587. And so the D point would be at 0.8567. Down here. So our entry will be 0.8567 in terms of the market price. Obviously we'll adjust it for broker. Where would we be putting our stop? Now if we look at, for a strategy 2 trade, we want to be putting our stop below the low of a previous pivot low. But if we look at this one right here, it is actually quite close to our entry point, a bit too close. Then the next pivot low is actually very far down right here. So what we're going to be doing is putting it 50% of the A to B length, and therefore the C to D length as well. So if the A to B length and the C to D length is 20 pips, we're going to be putting it 10 pips below our entry point. So 10 pips below our entry point of 0.8567 will be 0.8557. That price would be 0.8557 is down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the actual points for broker. So our entry for a long, although it's 0.8567 for market, in terms of the market price here, for our broker price, we're going to add 2 pips to it. So 0.8569. Now, just to clarify and double check that, we've got Australian dollar against US dollar here. We've got the price at 0.8576. And here Australian dollar is 77 and 79. So it's at 77 right now. It's 77 and 79. So it's 2 points above and on the actual market price for the sell price. So what we'll do for our entry, we are going to put it 2 points above at 0.8569, and our stop is going to be 0.8556 to sell. So we put it 1 pip below for our broker for our stop, and 1 pip above, 2 pips above for our entry for our broker. And let's see how many currency units we need to be purchasing. So we've got a, let's say a $50,000 account. Let's say we wanted to trade 50,000. We want to put in a risk, let's say 2% risk, Australian dollar against US dollar. Entry price is 0.8569. Stop price is 0.8556. And the amount of currency units is 769,231. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in a flat 750,000 currency units into that. So let's go back to our broker screen. So we right click on Australian dollar, US dollar, create entry order. The symbol is Australian dollar against US dollar. We want to buy, because we're going long, 750,000 currency units. The rate that we want to buy is 0.8569. Then we click on advanced and we want a stop in place at 0.8556. And we click OK. And our order is going to be here waiting. So we're just waiting for price to come to our entry price at 0.8567. So I'll just draw a line there for you. 0.8567, which it's approaching now. And that's where we would enter, and our stop would be at 0.8557. Remember, I'm pointing out market prices right now, not the broker prices, because we're looking at the market price right now. So 0.8557. About there. I'll just change this color so you know it's the stop color. And let's just wait for our price to be hit. So we see our price to buy is at 71 at the moment. We want it to go to 69. And there you go, it's at 69. I just heard a buzz in my ear, which just told me that we're in the order. So our open position now is 750,000 currency units. We went in at 69. There's 69 there. Our stop is at 56. And now let's see what we're waiting for. We are waiting for price to go up 1-to-1 in risk reward. So our stop is approximately, it's 10 pips on market, so we will also wait for 10 pips on market as well in profit. So from 67 to 77, so right here, I'll just double click on this, right click, then click on horizontal line properties, and I'll change this because this is going to be our break even. Our break even, well, we won't make it green because that will clash too much. Let's make it light. So at that line, when price goes back up there, if price goes back up there, of course, we are going to be moving our stop to break even. And as you can see, the distance between the stop and the entry is the same as the distance between the entry and the break even price. So we want price to go to 77. So in my broker screen, I'm going to just put an alert. I'm going to go to charts, price alerts, add price alert. If we just select the right currency, AUD USD, we want that to go to, so if we want the broker price to go to 77, the ask price, the buy price, will be at 79. So let's just change it to 8579. And that's where we want a real-time alert. Notification, we want it to be a sound as well. So just select a sound. Yep, that's fine for me. And I'll click on OK. So our price alert is in there now. Let's just hopefully wait for price to reach back up there now. for us to move our stop to break even. So I'll just pause the video now, and we're pretty much just going to wait for our break even price to be hit now, or of course our stop price, in which case we will take a bit of a loss here. So price is dropping a bit below our entry price, coming towards our stop price, but this is just the name of the game. Some of them will lose, some of them will win. We don't want to have any emotion while trading this. Remember, we just need the edge to pan out. So we need to keep trading this over and over and over again. So don't concentrate too much on your profit and loss. Don't worry about that. Obviously, when we lose, we're going to lose straight away. We're going to see price going straight down to our stop price, but that doesn't matter. So we see price is rising right now. Just make sure that you're not risking so much that you freeze when it comes to taking a loss and you can't pull the trigger to trade the next trade, because remember, as you trade this more and more and more, you're going to be letting the edge pan out and you're going to be making money overall. And that's what we want. We want to stay in the game. We want to make sure that we're trading this continuously so you can actually let the edge pan out and make money overall. It's not about these individual trades. It doesn't matter what happens in these individual trades. All that matters is that we stay in the game and we carry on doing this, because overall, with risk reward and with the probability on our side, we're going to be making money. So I'll just pause the video now and just restart the video in a few minutes. So we're still hovering around the entry price. Just want to remind you of the trade here. So it's A to B, B to C, and C to D. And of course, the C point has retraced over the 50% mark of the A to B move. So we're totally fine there. And it's totally valid. And oh, I just removed the wrong line there. The line should be at AT 0.8577. So here. And our stop line should be at 5.7. And so we're just waiting for price to come up to our break-even point. I'll just pause the video and restart the video in a few minutes. So we're seeing price rise right now. So obviously at the start, you don't need to worry too much if it's going sideways for a little while. There you can see my alert just came on the chart, came on the screen. So that means price is reaching this, so it's pretty accurate. It has touched that. So let's actually put our break even stop in place now. So what we need to do is move our stop to break even. Our entry was 0.8569, so let's move our stop to 0.8569. And let's put in a limit order. Our limit order is going to be our take profit. Can we do that right now? The answer is no, we cannot. Why? Well, first of all, let's just put our stop in place. So our entry, which was our open, was at 0.8569, and our stop is at 0.8569. So if price comes back down now, we will be getting out of the trade at break even. Now, why can we not put a limit order in place? Well, with strategy 1 trades we can, because we know the exact place we want to take our profit. But this is a strategy 2 trade. And how do we do our strategy 2 trades? How do we manage them? We manage them by trailing our stop. So now we're going to trail our stop with every pivot low that forms. If our entry price gets hit now, we're going to come out at no loss, and that's fine. It's fine to take a break-even trade. We're going to have plenty of those as well, and we're going to have plenty of losses, but we're going to have all our wins and bigger wins as well, and that's what we care about, just making money overall. So let's wait and see now what happens to the market, and let's trail our stop with pivot lows. So we've still got price hovering around about there. We're waiting for pivot lows to form. No pivot low has obviously formed yet. And so we're just going to be looking bar by bar, waiting for the next bar to form and see where there is a pivot low, and that's where we will move our stop to. So we can see price rising right now, but we've got to just wait for the bars to form for us to move our stop higher and higher and lock in more profit. So I'll just pause the video now and we'll wait for the next few minutes to see where the market goes.